Hello, people. This is Mike Jr. II, and welcome to. Well, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be calling this, but every week or every 2 weeks, I would like to at least update and put up one video, even if it's just me randomly playing a game. Because certain other projects, such as Kirby Superstar Ultra or the upcoming Mega Man Star Force 2, takes a lot more work, especially Star Force 2, when that's going to come up. It takes a lot more work in terms of editing, doing a bunch of other things, but these kind of things are easier to produce, and just I want to update on this channel more, because that's basically one of my New Year's resolutions. So, anyway, just gonna jump right into this. This is Hyrule Warriors, the game that a lot of people, very controversial, I don't want to say controversial, but kind of judged a lot. Any Nintendo / Zelda fan, really, I don't know why I'm going back, just showing the beginning of it, but, it shows that a lot of people who are either a Zelda or a Nintendo fan absolutely going to love this game because, you know, it does a lot with the Zelda franchise in terms of the 3D games. Too many games out there don't really do that much, so it's just... Or when it comes to Zelda, you can only play as Link most of the time. If you're not playing as Link, you're only playing as somebody else for a little bit amount of time, or you're playing a goddamn CDI game. But after that, it's a little bit different because this game allows you to play with so many different characters from different games. Like, it's not just someone who's like a reincarnation from this character. No, it's, for the most part, it's legitimate characters from these certain games. So it's very entertaining when you see different... oh, hey, I never knew that. Oh, interesting. You can collect heart containers in this game. I didn't know that the game told you which character can specifically get it in each level, because they say that certain characters can, but I never knew that there was a specific one that was told. But anyway, no, a lot of people kind of feel controversial, but any other person who's not a Nintendo fan, it just comes up with the same excuse. Oh, well, it's a Dynasty Warriors game. That's it. You know, you just press X the whole time. And for one, I think that's fucking bullshit, because I've played this game a lot, and you know what? We do a lot more than just press fucking X. Anyway, we're going to be using Link with the magic rod, and I'm not going to be doing anything special with it, so we're just going to be going into this level. Pretty cool. As you can see, they add many different... animations, characters. Now we have, you know, the Zelda 1 loading screen, which is pretty cool. You gotta like it. They did a lot with this game to really make it very reminiscent of just a normal Zelda game, but with Dynasty Warriors in it. So, anyway, not much to be said. I'm not going to talk about the story at all. I'm just going to go on with just why I like this game. It's a good game. I got it for Christmas. It's very enjoyable. I haven't finished it yet. I try to get to play it. I'm trying to get better at finishing games that I've started. So, I've been playing a bunch of different games, and I do have an upcoming project coming up that's not Mega Man, Star Force, or Kirby. Now, the ability, in the free mode, the only thing I really want to say is that in the free mode, characters do not have... when you first do the legendary, or the legend mode, which is basically the story mode, when you first go through it, you only have the specific items that you have at the time. You actually get the fire rod, or the magic rod, whatever. I call it the fire rod. I don't think it matters. You get it within this actual dungeon, but because I'm just doing free mode, I'm just going to be playing it here. I believe after you get it, you can technically go back in legend mode with the fire rod, so it really doesn't mean much. I'm not going to explain the mechanics of a Dynasty Warriors game. If you're curious about other Dynasty Warrior games that I played the first level with Orochi Saga, which was a port of the PlayStation 3 version I had on the Wii U. I played the first level, didn't really... I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't really something I was willing to spend a lot of my time on. And the other one I got was Fist of the North Star, which, you know what? The Fist of the North Star Dynasty Warriors game was fucking great. I only stopped playing it because I needed to get further along within the story, which was funny, so... like, I didn't want to get spoiled by anything by playing the game, so that's the only reason I actually stopped playing the Dynasty Warriors... that version of the game. But no, a lot of people were very negative about this game who weren't Nintendo fans. You know, I personally think it's a situation where right now I don't believe the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One really have a lot of games going for it right now. I mean, sure, sooner or later they're going to be getting that third-party goodness that the Wii U, sadly, most Nintendo games since the Nintendo 64 have lacked. But I still think it's pretty... It's hard to say because it lacks the goodness because Microsoft and... Wow, look at that motherfucker hitting me. I need to capture the thing down there. Let me go grab that. But no, it lacks a lot of, you know, first-party games. Nintendo knows how to do their first-party games. The Wii U, it has so many great titles of so many different genres that in all honesty, you know, if you doubt the Wii U in terms of its first-party titles, you are one of the most idiotic people on the fucking planet. Because even, you know, PlayStation 4 and whatnot, just they don't have the goodness of first-party that Nintendo has. You know, I mean, I've argued with someone before about that, and, you know, I'm not saying that Sony doesn't have any, you know, good first-party people. Definitely they got good first-party, but it doesn't happen on the same length that Nintendo does it with their stuff. It's either not as popular or, you know, a bunch of other things. And I get the argument, though, but just Nintendo knows how to roll out these first-party titles, I think. And, you know, they're very unique between each other. I mean, like, I got a PlayStation 4 just for Infamous Second Son, and as much as I liked Second Son, it wasn't really the game I was hoping for. You know, I still think, I think Infamous 2 is the better game at the end of the day. But no, you know, that's just my feelings about this whole, you know, people doubting it. You know, if you want to, you know, really criticize the game, feel free to go for it, but don't just say, well, it's just a Dynasty Warriors game. Oh, wow, you know, you just totally, you know, hurt every single person. I don't even know why I'm going this way. But it just, to me, it's like, oh, just a Dynasty Warriors game. Wow, you know, you just destroyed every argument on the planet with just that one comment. Good job, sir. Good job. No, it doesn't work like that. There's obviously more behind it, and if you don't see that, you're an idiot. That's all I really have to say. I mean, have legit criticism, that's fine. You just want to go, oh, well, you know, the game is just Dynasty Warriors, so, you know, there's no other way to get around that. Just, I don't know. That annoys me. But no, let's talk about the game here. The game's very fun. I do like the amount of characters you can play with. The only thing I can really say that I don't like is that the game recommends characters that... Like, let's just say you got a new character. For the most part, the game doesn't recommend that you use those characters when you first get them. Now, from the looks of it, it seems like they do it on second runs. But other than that, the game feels very, like, they don't want to, It's like, oh man, like in one of the parts we get Sheik. A character, we're going to find that out in a second, actually. She appears in this level, the second level. But we get Sheik. And the very next level, they want us to use Link, not Sheik. And, you know, like, it's a recommended, you can use Sheik, and I do like that, but it just kind of annoys me that they don't... I think the level design could have been better in terms of, I don't really know design, but the structure of each level could have worked, where they recommended, I don't know, I think it would have been nice if they recommended the new characters, but maybe that's just me. Not really a bad thing at all, you know. Like I said, you can still use the characters. You can go back in free mode and use every fucking character you have. And then plus there's DLC. I haven't got any of the DLC yet because I wait till I finish a game before I usually get DLC. Like, I got the deal, like I got, when I played New Vegas, I'm still kind of playing through New Vegas. Some of the parts are confusing me on it, which are kind of turning me down. I really do like New Vegas, unlike a lot of people do. But, okay, this is going to be fun. I love positioning and doing shit like this. So, basically, just get a spot where you know you're going to have tons of people ahead of you. And just clear fucking house. Lots of fun. I'm actually not using all of Link's move pool here. A lot of these are upgraded items. Like, here's another move. I want to show at least all the I do have all the Fire Rod moves. 1, 2, 3, and then you have the, it's kind of the... I don't really know what it's from. I think they're referencing Skyward Sword, but I'm not sure. But one of my favorite new ones... No, not that one. Damn it. One of the favorite last ones you get, which is actually amazing, is... Gotta wait till he spins. There we go. It's basically like a around you area effect and kind of hits in front of you as well. It fucking kicks ass. It's an amazing move. I love it. It's actually kind of funny because the move that I've been using a lot is the sword move. Like he creates like a big axe and he spins it around him. At first it seems like just a good move to hit like a single opponent, like the boos or the lizards or whatever. But when you get that whole area effect, you know, that spins around Link, that's fucking awesome. Like, that just makes that, like, probably my favorite move with the magic, the magic rod. It's just absolutely amazing. You can actually get magic pots, too. It's hard to say. Basically, you get really powerful, you do a lot more stronger attacks. Your move pool really doesn't change. It's just how much magic meter you have left, and then when you press the A button after you use it, can kind of change. I'm just going to use this because there's a thing over there, and I want to get it. Was there an enemy over there, or am I hitting nothing? I hit nothing. Well, I thought there was a Skulltula over there. But, yeah. Actually, it's funny. This level specifically, just, like... makes me happy that I bought this game. Because when I was younger and I first got Ocarina of Time, my first Zelda game, when I played Ocarina of Time, I was so happy. Like, well, it's like I always had the scene in my head where like Link would use his sword spin slash, and like he was just surrounded by a bunch of Skulltula kids. Like he was just surrounded by them. This is really stupid. I hate this cutscene because it's like, oh no, there's like not as many of them as we faced so far. They're surrounding us. Oh no. And as you can see, Link was supposed to have a sword here. But no, it's like it was a dream of mine, like seeing like something like this, and like Link would do like his spin slash, and it would only hit some of them, and then he would use Din's fire to just fucking annihilate every single Skulltula. Like it just, and it's like now I can relive, I can actually live that in a video game with Link, and just take out tons of fucking Skulltulas and other enemies. It's just amazing. I love it. You know, anybody who doubts this game, you know, I get it. If you don't want to grab this game because it's a Zelda game, feel free not to. I'm not denying that. But to say that, oh, well, Zelda fans aren't getting anything... To say that a Zelda fan, if you're not one, isn't getting anything good out of this game, you're just fucking stupid. Nintendo made a good choice by turning this into a Zelda... By turning Zelda into a Dynasty Warriors type game. You know, I think it's a good decision. I think anybody who doubts that is just somebody who's just either like, oh, I want the new Zelda game now. You know, it's like, you know, those kind of idiots who don't seem to understand... the way game design works. Not game design, but just that it's a different company making this. Because I actually knew somebody who was like, I could not get it through his skull. But he once argued with me. He's like, I don't understand why there's exclusive games. I think companies would make more money if they, you know, if Zelda basically came out for fucking, you know, for the 360 and all this other kind of stuff. And I couldn't get it through his skull that first parties are trying to sell consoles. When it comes to... They're trying to sell consoles, and not only that, it's kind of helpful for them. Wait, I want to do this. Love that. Boom. I love that move. Also, you get power-ups for your weapons. Like, this one is bow. You get a bunch of different weapons in-game. And then you can just fucking wreck house by just killing a bunch of them. The moves themselves are kind of used against some bosses. It's not really anything that big of a deal. Ah, shit, what was I talking about? Ah, goddammit. I forgot what I was talking about before I... Oh, no, the thick skull kind of thing, yeah. No, it's just... First parties are made to sell their consoles. You know, people don't understand that with third parties. Like, when third parties decide they're not going to be sticking with a specific console, I'm sure any Xbox One fan was upset that Titanfall wasn't an exclusive. Now, this is where you actually get the fire rod at, in fact. But now when you do it, you just get your, quote... your weapon, quote-unquote. Basically, the weapons are... There's a difference between the special weapons and these kind of weapons. These kind of weapons basically can, like, oh, well, this specific one will upgrade a specific part of the fire rod or the master sword or etc., etc. So, kind of, it is a little bit confusing at first, but you kind of figure it out later. Alright, then. It is deadly. Look at it. Boom. Oh, I love that. But, no, some people might say it's you know, maybe some people are right in terms of trying to... Like, I would maybe somewhat get it if a competitor, like, let's say in a series of games, like if Nintendo released, like, a... I don't know if they... Let's say Nintendo had a chronological Zelda game. They released the first one for every console, but had kept the rest of them to themselves. I could get that as a term, like a strategy to help, you know, go like, oh, no, we'll release a Zelda game, and they'll be like, really? Yeah, and then all of a sudden they don't make them anymore. You know, they release the rest of them for the Wii U or something like that. I could get that kind of a thing as term as a strategy, but the chances of that actually working probably wouldn't work that well. But, you know, I could at least see something like that. But no, he was just like, well, every game should come out for everything. Like, you know, Nintendo makes more of their money on the consoles. Last gen they did. The Wii made so much money for them despite the fact that it wasn't the most powerful console in the market. I guess I could show this off. Magic power, bitches. So as you can see, he's kind of doing a lot of this stuff a lot faster. And then depending on the technique you use, we'll go by this guy just for fun, how much magic power you have left, you can do a different kind of... I believe you can do a different kind of move each time. As soon as you run out, if you decide to run it out until the very end, at the very end of the magic meter, he will automatically do a move. So don't think that, like, right before he gets out, you need to press the A button. Just let it be. He'll do it automatically. Just make sure you're in the right spot and you keep an eye on it. And even if you don't, you probably did enough damage anyway. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not even paying attention to what's going on. You could just leisurely play through this game, and that makes it a lot of fun. Fuck you. This is probably my least favorite of the Fire Rod. It's really good if you're fighting somebody who's, like, airborne. Like, one of the levels actually asked me to use the... I had to use Link, and it said I should use his sword. And I said, fuck it, I'm not using the sword. I'm using the goddamn Fire Rod. And it worked because there's airborne enemies in this game. And they're a pain in the ass to hit with that fucking sword. And it pissed me off one time. Because they made it so that you couldn't get the fucking sword in... or they made it so that really you can't hit them. You gotta be very strategic. But with Fire Rod, you can just fucking mash the specific, whatever the thing is. Also, there's bomb chews and shit, so you can actually light these. Okay, I guess that doesn't work. Kind of helpful. I mean, they gotta be in a specific spot for that to work. I'm just getting this for fun. Ooh, boy. Yay, rubies. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so anyway, what am I supposed to do? Find the bomb chew. Oh, you mean the one up... No, we just unlocked that one, didn't we? Which one had the bomb chew in it? I forget. No, that was the one we just unlocked. It's funny, fun fact, I tried recording this not too long ago. I actually made a session. And I noticed that my mic was so fucking staticky. Like, it was horrible how much static was in it. And I realized that the software that I've been using, which is more... I'm using Audacity right now. I've been using a different audio recorder, which, while it's not the better of the audio recording devices, it's more reliable because Audacity crashes like a motherfucker. And people don't seem to understand that... Well, I really don't know how to say it. It's just that Audacity crashes often. And it can be a pain in the ass when you're in the middle of a record. Like, I remember one time for my Leaf Green, my second run of the Elite Four, I had a fantastic run of the Elite Four. Like, I whooped ass at it. And, you know, like, not in terms of, like, because the fight and stuff, all that was recorded, because that's when I did post-commentary. But it changed, because all of a sudden I had a different, it crashed. Like, I had a really good recording, like, the way I talked, the way everything went. I thought I did a damn good job at it. And it just kind of sucked that all of a sudden it just, bam, done. I really should be paying attention to what's going on. Okay, I can't go in there yet, so... Guess I should probably be trying... Oh, yeah, no, I need to get into this one. I forgot about that. I usually go into this one on my own. Don't worry about area hazards. There's really not many of them. Usually there's an enemy behind it, which makes it obvious. But no, I decided to redo it because the static was just that bad. So I just said, fuck it, I'm going to redo it. And you know what? I'm happy I did just because, well, I didn't like my first recording because I complained about the whole people being upset about it being a Dynasty Warriors game thing and how I do understand that the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are going to be the better consoles at the end of the day. But basically, I was just complaining about that the whole time. And that was kind of boring, but I was like, I'll upload it anyway. And then it turned out it sucked. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that. Alright, so launching both the bomb chews at the same time. You think this might be difficult, but really it won't. Well, this is going to be fun. Alright, so we are going to be facing one of the exclusive enemies in this game. There are 3 exclusive, at least that I know so far, 3 exclusive characters that have not been in the Zelda franchise yet, made specifically for this game. This is one of them. Ooh, okay. So the hook shot is something you get way later in the game. And basically, this is hilarious. Apparently, you grab the fucking moon from Majora's Mask and fucking hit enemies with it. How fucking stupid, but amazing is that? Like, this is so awesome. Oh, I love it. Oop. My girlfriend texted me. Well, I'm almost done with this, so I'll text her back in a second. But, no, it's one of those funny ones. For the most part, you don't really have to watch the bomb chews. Just get rid of Wizroar and everything usually is okay. Oh, and he is going for the bomb shoes. Yeah, sometimes he will not pay attention to you. I have this again. You know what? I will show off what full magic meter does. I think that's a little bit more powerful than the normal attacks. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe you want to use it up for a bit longer before you do anything. Oh god, no. Dr. Octogodopoulos, blah. That's all I can think of. Come on, motherfucker, bring it on. You know what? I got one of these again. Let's use it. Now, I just want to say, I think Kotaku lied to me. Because I swear I read something on Kotaku that they were complaining about the Wii U Pro controller and that it didn't have a... They were complaining that it did not have a... God, what am I trying to say? It didn't have it didn't have a vibration thing inside of it. And I was like, oh, really? Huh? Well, really, it's not that big of a deal, but... I mean, it's kind of nice, but not really. But it's like, all of a sudden one day when I was playing Mario Kart, I think it was, my controller vibrated, and I just kind of stared at it. My girlfriend's like, what? She was like so confused. And it was the reason why. It was just, I was told that it didn't have a vibrator thing inside of it, and it does. So what the hell? Or sorry, a rumble pack. I should say rumble, not vibrator. I don't know. It's the same fucking thing. It's vibrations. But anyway, we are done here. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Basically, again, I want to try getting a new video out, just a random video, at least every week to 2 weeks, and not record them ahead of time too, just so I can keep you guys updated on stuff. The only other thing I can really say about I can't really do anything now. The only thing I can really say is that I have another project going on where I want to hit up the stuff I haven't done in Pokemon XD, including the Ore Coliseum, which I'll be doing that way later, and I want to hit up Mountain Battle with my Pokemon Leaf Green team. Issue is, that was an emulator run, and I have to redo the run myself, and you have to get to a certain point in the game before you can actually recapture, you have to get to a certain point before you can trade to other Pokemon in the game, so I have to get to that point too with the Sevi Islands. As ridiculous as that is, you gotta love it still. I love it personally. But no, this is the second level, so this really doesn't spoil too much with the gameplay. You know, if you feel as if revealing the story, you know, barely any of the story and just one of the characters that you knew was gonna pop up sooner or later, right then and there, then I really don't know what to tell you. You also have things like badges and stuff which help you unlock defensive, assist stuff, and attack stuff. So, but that's besides the point. But no, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this. You know, I hope you guys have enjoyed Hyrule Warriors. It's a fun game. If you have a Wii U and you're a Zelda fan, definitely check it out. The only thing is that it only hits up the Zelda 3D games that I've seen so far. They got a few references, I think, at times towards 2D games. Like, kind of like one of the swords is like a giant 8-bit sword that Link has, which is kind of funny almost, but it's really not that big of a deal. But other than that, it's the 3D Zelda game, so if you're only really a fan of the 2D ones, I could understand if you want to stay away. But I still think I'm pretty sure you've paid attention to the 3D games, so it's still something to get if you like Zelda at all. Or if you're a Nintendo fan too, check it out. Maybe it'll help get you into the Zelda franchise. But no, I hope you guys have enjoyed this whole thing. I don't know what I'm gonna call it just yet. But if you guys have enjoyed, I will catch you guys next time. This is Mike Jr. II, signing out.